Congratulations, Black Belt. You made it this far in your martial art training. What I'm going to go over with you in this video is the packet of information that you have received, and if you have not received already, you'll be getting it shortly. This packet of information, you're going to be getting all the important dates that you need to know and all the guidelines and requirements of what it takes to earn your black belt. Now, once you receive this packet of information, it's your responsibility to look it over. If you're under 18 and you're child testing, it's responsible for both the parents and the child to go over it completely and know their requirements for testing for black belt. If you lose this packet of information, it can be replaced just for a $30 fee. The first packet of information is where it says important dates. The first one is what starts the Black Belt Camp. So after this date right here, if you miss more than 5 classes, you'll be dropped from Black Belt Camp and you'll be rescheduled for the next one. So it's very important that you make all of your classes. The next date is going to be when your black belt contract is due, which I'm going to go over in the next sheet. Those are all the lines that must be initialed and signed by both the parent and child if they're under 18. If you're older than 18, then you just initial next to each line. So that's going to tell you when that is due. If you miss that deadline, you're going to be dropped from Black Belt Camp and you'll be rescheduled. The next important dates, there's going to be consisting of 2 pre-tests, which you're going to need to know the dates for those and the times. The pre-test, just basically we go over with all the technical portion of your training along with the physical aspect, just to see if you're physically and mentally ready for black belt. If you fail any of those 2 pre-tests, then you'll be dropped from Black Belt Camp and rescheduled for the next one. However, upon completion of those 2 pre-tests, then you will move on to the final black belt test, and you would test, and then shortly after that would be your graduation ceremony. Also note that these days and times are subject to change. If they do change, you will be notified. As you're going through that packet, towards the middle and the end, there's going to be different types of requirements depending on if you're a child testing for black belt or if you're an adult. And if you're an adult, depending on what program you're in, if you're in for the striking, the grappling, or JKD, whichever program that you're in is going to determine which set of requirements that you're going to have to meet. Also, too, the requirements are subject to change depending upon age and also to the physical capabilities. If you have any previous injuries, such as in your shoulders or knees or back, if there's a specific exercise that you're physically unable to do, then we would just substitute it with another set of exercises or routine. So when you look at the requirements, don't say to yourself, or the question should not be, I don't think I can do this, I don't know if I can go through with it. The question is, what do you have to do to prepare yourself in order to achieve it? So it's very important when you're looking at the requirements and they seem impossible. Okay, what you have to do is you have to now turn on your A game and continue to move forth with your commitment and put all you got into it. The second set of papers of information is going to be the black belt contract, which looks just like this. Again, if you're under 18, both the parents and child must go through it completely. Parents, make sure you explain with your child all these requirements and what they entail, and then both the parent and child will initial it. If you're older than 18, then all you got to do is just initial it. You don't need your parents' signature, of course. And then on the back, the last of that is going to be the Black Belt Camp Pledge. There's going to be 4 lines, which you'll fill in your name. Basically, you're pledging to work outside of your comfort zone whenever the situation demands it. That you know in order to earn your black belt, you must be willing to do things that others aren't willing to do, and that you agree to cheerfully accept the coaching of your parents as well as the instruction of your martial art teachers and senior instructors, and that you understand that you may be rejected from Black Belt Camp if at any time you fail to comply with all the black belt standards. So just know that as you're reaching your black belt, that we're going to start demanding more things of you. We're going to hold you to a higher standard than everybody else, and also too, just know that you're always on stage. That the instructors are watching you, your classmates are watching you, your leaders are watching you, and even those that are below your rank are watching you, and that you lead by example, whether it be inside or outside the academy. So it's very important that you know that you're on stage, and that as a black belt, people are going to be watching everything that you do. So continue to move forward with your A game. We are here to support you. If you have any questions, you can always reach me through my email address or by phone. We can always make an appointment. We can sit down and talk in person to discuss any of the requirements or concerns for you and or your child. So we wish you the best of luck, and we're in your corner, and just keep moving strong.